Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Holy, well, let's tap in, grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because me, Tasha, is gonna spill the tea straight. No chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. Clearly the ancestors are cleaning up house, all right? So let's tap in, guys. Grand Rising, happy Sunday, self-care Sunday. So remember, even if you don't feel like getting up, do something with yourself. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I hope you've had a beautiful night and the last couple of days, guys. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you are coming in to show love to the channel. I truly appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. So let's tap in. Ancestor spirit guides of the highest white light. Grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink. Do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Cause me, Tasha. Mm. Is going to spill the tea. Ancestors, wow. We come out with the Ace of Wands right off the bat. You got a lot of passion, a lot of drive for life, a lot of charisma, a lot of creativity. It's time to put that forward. Okay, it's time to show the world what you're really made of. Ancestors, spirit guides is giving you an opportunity, handing you this. Okay, it's up to you to take it. What you gonna do with this? Bottom of the deck. Oh, my card's upside down. Excuse me, but still, look. What are you going to do with this brand new opportunity? Like I said, the ancestors are bringing in. A lot of people may have slept on you. You may have to be a tower in a lot of people's lives. Maybe this new opportunity is going to be a tower in people's lives because they may have slept on you. You know what the tower is. You felt it. Okay, the fall from grace, the lack of support, the lack of friends, you felt that isolation, you felt that disconnection, you felt that rebuilding. There may have been somebody who had built with you in one way, shape, or form in your past. Okay, and they're feeling some kind of way because whatever they built with you, they took that foundation and they built a castle, an empire, or something. Okay, so this could be they took your idea and they built something on it. They took something from you and they built on that. Now, whatever they built, it's coming crashing down, and you're getting everything that was taken from you as these people are falling from grace. Now, you know what this feels like. As an empath, you understand this, but as a dark empath, you are letting the tower fall. It is not your responsibility. You cannot save anybody. Believe me, they had an opportunity to help you and they didn't. They allowed this tower to fall for you so that they can get this from you. Now you're letting this tower fall for them so you can reclaim back what is yours. No longer a pushover, a people pleaser. No, you're standing up for yourself and you have every right to. 313 on the clock. Okay, so you're very balanced, very stern, very stoic, but you have heart. As that temperance angel, you have heart. Somebody tried to make you feel very imbalanced, even say that you were imbalanced, say that you were a drug addict or codependent or some kind of way, or that you got into situations and you were the mess, you were the problem. These people are being seen for what they are, for who they are. Very imbalanced, very codependent, very much the energy of how can I escape from the truth? How can I gaslight the truth? How can I make myself feel better by putting others down? This is the temperance angel in reverse, guys. Somebody is upset because their power is hitting very hard for them and they can't come back with some kind of reconciliation while you're getting back everything that was taken from you. Oh, oh God, somebody is really up in their head right now because they came up against the wrong one. You are very witty. Somebody may call you a bitch. A lot of people do, but you're not here to make friends. You're honest, you're fair, and these people should have been honest and fair as well. You've lived your life. Now you're choosing to live for the next generation. If people have an issue with that, that's on them. That's a them issue. You're going to continuously keep moving forward with your voice. Somebody try to silence you. Take your voice. It's giving me they love the seer until they're seen. So keep going anyways, okay? And that's what you're doing. You're continuously keep going forward. Even if somebody is trying to come in with some kind of rash interaction with you, you're gonna be able to see it and to control it. Do you see what I mean? It's not about controlling anybody else, but controlling yourself. And if you can control yourself, you can control the situation. If you are a fighter, a boxer, a martial artist of any kind, then you know that that is the key to control yourself. If you can control yourself, you can control the situation. Somebody knows you're very witty, very smart, very much a high priestess, and you stand in your power. You will not be taken advantage of by the dark side. You need the dark, and somebody's mad because you are both. This is why you won't be put down this time around. Somebody really wanted you to be um, out of commission. Somebody wanted you to not speak, not have your creativities be seen, your words be heard. God, it's irrelevant because they can't play dictator in your life. They can't play God. There's only one. And the creator that I believe in doesn't judge, knows that all is needed. So somebody needs to check himself before they wreck himself. Because right now they're wrecking themselves trying to come up against you. Because you already seen it. You already seen it. You're the fucking seer. I already said it. People love the seer until they're seen. This is gonna be the yeah. Wow. Somebody didn't want you to be with anybody. They didn't want you to be independent. They didn't want you to be seen, like I said, but you are. And the fact that you're doing it by yourself, it's really annoying a lot of people because they need others. Somebody wanted you to be in isolation, to even put you in isolation on purpose so that this way you would feel like you weren't good enough. You'd be in this mental entrapment, purgatory, can't eat, can't sleep, restless nights. And shit, we go through it like the moon. Okay, there's all different phases to us. But somebody judged you while you were in a dark phase. They slept on you. Could be your twin flame who's all up in their head. Somebody wants to come and give you your flowers, but it's only because you fed your inner child after so many people were so mean to you. Now, because you have filled back up your cup, you no longer want or accept these people from the past, even if you have a lot of love for them. You love them, sure, but you don't like them. And you know how they treated you, so you're not going to allow them in. Somebody's upset because you're the Nine of Pentacles, so all you need is one more pentacle to get that 10. Somebody's coming in. They may be nervous. You may know them, you may not know them, but there's somebody from your past who's upset because you're getting into a new foundation, or you have stability, or your fourth house is still in check. Take it as it resonates. These people judged you false. They refuse to look at themselves. Whatever they built on your name, on your energy, is falling. And they're pleading for forgiveness, pleading for a second chance, but that second chance ain't going to come because somebody is the temperance angel in reverse. They could even have some kind of addictions of some kinds. It's giving me a lot of projection. So whatever somebody projected onto you is being projected back on because they are just that. And somebody's in their head because you are. You're single, you're self-sufficient, you're very witty, you're very forthcoming, you're very, very tapped in. And somebody wants to give you your flowers, okay? They're coming in. There's a lot of people who are nervous as to who this person is because they judged you. So now that you're getting everything that was taken away from you, all these people's judgments are being seen for what they are, projections, and that they were lies. So yes, you can gang up and you can have a whole bunch of people going after one person, but eventually the truth will come out and that person will reign victory over the whole fucking coven. And that's what's going on here. It could even be a whole group, a society, a family. Take it as it resonates, guys. But all these people are in their head and they wanted you to be in your head, and you ain't stressing about what they got going on because your life is heavy enough. So you carry your weight very well. You learned this through trial and error that these fucking people put you through, like for real, like. And God, creator, source, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel have always been by your side, so you've never been alone. So That's why you're able to defeat this whole group of people. And they really did underestimate you. They thought that your games, like you were playing, oh, your games are no joke. Somebody wanted to dead your gifts, your intuition, your creativity, your passion, your love. What did you do? You end up transforming that into something even greater. And now these people who slept on you are pleading for forgiveness, asking you to stop, asking the ancestors to stop this karma from happening. Something is hurting. It's hitting. It's hitting. It's hitting. Because it hit for you. It hurt when people were working against you. It was always for money, guys. See, you transformed the situation. People didn't want to work with you before. Well, there's a whole bunch of other people who want to work with you now, but it's a different vibe, an energy that is for you. Like I said, ancestors are coming in to replace something for you. Okay, you may not have felt like you had an opportunity. People weren't very nice to you. You did feel like, as Brittany would say this morning's reading, an orphan, but you're not. You are you were put on the back burner for a new opportunity, something much deeper, okay? Set for you. Now, a lot of people have been watching you, and they also have been watching these other people who have been taking from you, copying you, and ancestors seeing it. So there's people coming in to offer you a brand new opportunity. It's time for you to receive, and you're receiving. And somebody wanted to come in with a lot of words and a lot of rash energy. And while you met them where they were, and they're upset because they can't defeat you, like they can't outwit you. You're very smart, and that ability to be a fucking genius allows you to walk away from things, even if you know you could do it. Make being a genius means I shouldn't do this. Knowing right from wrong, knowing when to move and when not to move, guys. And while the ancestors, spirit guides, they seen these people being very rash with you, very mean. Even if you were able to cut it with your words, like be sharp with your words as well. The ancestors said you shouldn't have to be living like this. You shouldn't always have to be fighting for what you deserve, to be heard, to just be, treated like a human. People were treating you like a dog because they themselves were dogs. You had to walk away from them. Friends, family, acquaintances, jobs, lovers, whatever this was, guys, you didn't deserve it. And because you didn't deserve it, you continuously kept pushing forward with your chest held high. I mean, with your head held high and your chest out. And you moved away, but you weren't alone. Even though you looked alone, you weren't alone. You had Archangel Michael's there to protect you, guide you as part of the 144K frequency. You are a seer. You were born this way. And this is what annoys people, is because you were born this way. So you've been through hell since birth because of the light that you carry, because of your ability to alchemize energies. People seen it at a very young age. And as you got older, you, maybe like myself, tried to drown your gifts out, because you were uncomfortable with them. You wanted to fit in any way, shape, or form. And it's a lot easier when you're, not so open to seeing everything. Like I see everything. I see in layers because that's what it is. There's layers to this. So I see in layers. And when I was younger, it was so hard. My family used to beat me up, and it was really bad. It was really bad. So when I got older, I was scared of my gifts. And the elders who were doing what I naturally came to know I have were telling me that I shouldn't tell people what I see and what I know. And they were trying to stifle me as well. So how can I trust the adults as a child? And then when I grow up, now that I'm adult, I see these adults, like see them clearly because now I'm not fogged. And I see how jaded they were. Why would you want to keep me stuck? Why would you not encourage me and want to help me so I can help the community and the world? But it's not that way though. When people see that you have a purpose, a gift, they will try to siphon you, try to stifle you, try to silence you and beat it out of you, because that's a generational curse. It's a generational trauma. But you, my beautiful collective, are just like me. And you learn to transmute that darkness and turn it into light in spite of all the shit that you've went through. You are the alchemist. You have all the tools in your toolbox. And believe me, the older you get, the better you get. You age like fine wine. You got that Benjamin Button energy. People don't understand because you don't look like what you've been through, but they know what you've been through. There's receipts, documented facts that you have been through hell. And this is what you are. Holy shit. That's what you are. The high priestess magician. And you have a high priestess magician kind of energy coming in, guys. I'm gonna get you ready for this. This is a love that you've never seen. Okay? I've never felt, should I say. This is something. This doesn't have to be sexual. This is platonic. This is the fact that you are special. You are needed in this world. And somebody has been trying to, get in your way of this love. Whether this is love for the universe or somebody else loving you. They've been trying to get in the way of this. And this is why you had to move away from somebody or something or energies, because they were kind of siphoning. They were leeches, right? And you've seen it. You knew it. No matter how much love you had for people from the past, it just didn't make any sense to you because you would never do what these people done to you. And now you have the power to say the fuck you will, give me it back. So what are you doing? You're saying the fuck you will, go sit down, take several seats, take notes, and give me back what the fuck you stole me. And that's what's going on. Taking everything back. And these people don't like it. They didn't want you to be seen. Oh, they didn't want you to be seen, but you're seen. And you are single, self-sufficient, independent, while people need groups. They need groups. They need others. They need this crowd. And now the crowd is turning on them. Because you ended the cycle, the temperance angel and the motherfucking upright. You see what I mean? You ended the cycle. Never mind playing by their rules. You are in your own lane, doing your own thing. And you don't look what other people are doing. So what if they move faster than you? So what if they have more than you? It's not about that, guys. There's no competition. There's no race. It's you against you. Remember that. And they need to realize it's them against them. So that's why they're fucking losing, because they're trying to compete where they don't fucking compare, especially in the ethers. You paved your way. You solidified this journey by your discipline. If people have an issue with that, then no, that's why you walked away. You're not gonna keep fighting with people trying to prove your point. You ain't got shit to prove. The cards are saying it. You ended a situation because somebody was imbalanced. You yourself are in the upright and you're doing things the right way. So you're gonna wait. Even if shit, you're up all night sometimes, you get sleepless nights, you don't know what the fuck's gonna go on. But guess what? Ancestors are saying, enough of this. Enough of this. It's time to sleep easy. It's time to breathe. Because you've did enough. You've done enough to end the cycle, to allow new things to come in. Remember, when one door closes, another one opens, and we are going into that 10. So brace yourself for this new energy. Brace yourself for people who want to give, who want to be nice, who want to be very generous, kind-hearted energies, just like yourself. Because if you're in this world, believe me, there's others. There's others. But somebody's in their head right now. It could be a King of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Because a lot of people are selfish. It's all about the money. All about the Benjamins. And then they look around and, they could have all the money in the world, but ain't got no love. So they have no value. That's the difference. As seers, we see value in things that can't be bought. So people are mad because you can't be bought. They're in their head. How, am I so, how am I supposed to get into this person's energy if they can't be bought? Maybe you're like me, we read cards, but we can't be bought. So it's all free here on tarot. I mean, on YouTube, you know what I mean? I don't do personal readings anymore. My ancestors told me to stop doing personals because I was reading for too many karmics, and this is what happens. Those karmics end up getting up, and then, the tower falls even worse. It ends up hurting 10 times worse. And then they get mad at me. It's like, bitch, I fucking told you. But they don't listen, right? And the Emperor in reverse didn't listen either. Somebody was very fucking controlling. They can't control themselves. How are they supposed to control the situation? See? And whatever is done in the dark comes to light because shit, you're the alchemist. This Emperor is in their head because of some kind of money. Like I said, they could have got a lot, but they didn't get any respect. There's no true power there. No true, like I said, there's no value. No value. Whatever's happened, it's coming out. Okay, there's a fool on my floor. Okay, so it's another Aries card. You're taking a leap of faith. Okay, somebody feels like they did not take the right leap of faith. They fell straight fall right on their face, but they thought that that's what was gonna happen to you because nobody was there for you to cheer you on or to give you an opportunity or anything. Well, you gave yourself an opportunity, but it wasn't really you, was it? No, it was Source who gave you the opportunity. You just had to wait for this. That's where your dedication and your discipline came in. You weren't just jumping on anybody's lap who showed you some affection. Like I said, you can't be bought. You're not a sellout, but somebody is. Could be Emperor in reverse who just wanted, the power, some kind of power that you had, or respect that you had, people how they respect you, maybe how they love you. At the end of the day, you took a leap of faith. You jumped off that cliff, and in doing so, allowed whatever illusions were, to come to light. So your work speaks for itself. Your actions speak for itself. Your moves, they speak for itself. Guys, you ain't got to say nothing. I'm telling you, you're done explaining yourself. And you're letting people pay the consequences for their actions. The moon. Okay, so somebody's in their head, they can't eat, they can't sleep. Why? Because the truth is coming out that somebody did try to siphon from you, take from you, and then um some some way, shape, or form tried to be you. And it could be an emperor who tried to coerce somebody to be you, or this emperor wanted to be you. A male, like a male is in competition with you. It's fucking weird. Anyways, at the end of the day, they couldn't stop anything because you still have this divine partnership, friendship, family kind of energy coming in. Now, family isn't who you were born into, that's just relative. Okay, we need to understand that and differentiate the difference because too many people be walking around with titles, and that title allows them, they think, to disrespect you. Like that doesn't make no sense. See, Two of Wands, you're not juggling. You understand the difference. Respect is respect. Everybody deserves respect, but everybody deserves what they deserve. Like I got this sticker on my car. It says, have the day that you deserve. And that's exactly it. People need to have the day that they deserve because you're the messenger, okay? Now, the seer, right? People love the seer until they're seen. You're going to keep going no matter what because you gave yourself the flowers. You tapped into your own inner child and you're the messenger. So you're sending this message that anybody can heal. Anybody can get out of this distortion. If you feel people are taking from you, your inheritance, whatever, you can reclaim it back. But you have to stand in your power. You have to stand up for what is right. And you have to see that people were juggling you so that you would be in poverty, a mental entrapment. But this is a mindset and you refuse to allow to be bullied. You refuse to be bullied. Somebody thought because they had a title or, they were your boss or I don't know, they had some kind of badge that they could disrespect you, that they could bully you into some kind of poverty energy. Well, you're the messenger, like I said. These people are just mad because you're the real seer and you've seen them. You stood on the truth. The no nonsense queen or king. Doesn't matter. It's an energy. And you're off with their fucking heads. You know somebody was taking from you, and this somebody was from your community, from your camp. Okay? They're taking from you information from you and going bring it to a bigger community, a bigger, outlet. Because like I said, you're all by yourself. And somebody thought they can take from you and give somewhere else. Well, they're sadly mistaken. You stood up for yourself and you reclaim back your four of wands. Somebody tried to steal something from you so that they can be in this happy marriage or stability or have this anointment, have this, like I said, the way people love you, the way people look up to you. I'm telling you, a lot of people are starting to think like you. And it has people upset because they didn't want it to be you. They want it to be them, right? And it's like, come on, seriously? Like, there's enough for everybody, so get your head out your fucking ass. But these people, it's like they need to put their money where their mouth is because their mouth is real big, but they got no actions. And the fact that you ain't got no much money, but your actions speak, has ancestors, spirit guides always protecting you. Always protecting you. You are death, transformation, guys. And it's bringing you in beautiful blessings. Everything that was taken from you is being replaced, okay? And it's because of these fucking tyrants. I'm telling you, these tyrants, they're just, they want to play dictator and then they want to work with you, but they only want to work with you to get more information so that they can bring it back to their little group or empire and laugh at you because they're broke, busted, and despair. Whatever they've been investing in isn't working out, but whatever you've been investing in is. These people, they got their tail between their motherfucking legs. Why? Because they ain't got their own creations. They ain't got their own mindset. They ain't got their own coof. They ain't got this. They're fucking swagger jackers, and somebody is being seen as a motherfucking swagger jacker trying to get you be put into some kind of poverty-like mindset. You've always been the magician. You've always been able to transform and transmute and see the bigger picture. People laughed at you. I'm telling you, they love the seer until the seer sees them. That's why you need to keep going. Never mind what people think of you. Now, is this gonna part two? But it's gonna be in one because that shit just stopped. Yeah, you have somebody really up in their head because they came up against you just to hold on to you. Okay? But they did it out of control. Like they tried to control you, the way you looked, the way you were to the community, everything. They tried to control everything, inevitably falling because they can't control anybody. They can't even control themselves. How are they supposed to control the situation? They may have been able to for a while because they had a lot of backing, a lot of money, a lot of support or something. But now ancestors and the fucking aliens are coming in. You can't be doing this no more. And people need to understand that. The light and the dark are coming together because it's needed. Okay? It's needed. And if you want to go to war, fine, go to war, but it's time for peace. You need to know the difference when it's time for war and when it's time for peace. And right now it's time for peace. And people still want to be at war. Well, that's fine. God Creator Source is here to mix things up. Okay? People need to start using the tools in their toolbox in order to get them what they want, instead of stepping on people or over people. You need to do the work, guys, and it usually starts internally. People are mad because they isolated you for so long. In that isolation, they thought you weren't doing nothing. They thought that, I don't know, maybe you were the old you, very imbalanced. We're going to give it to them. You were imbalanced at one point. They had an opportunity to help you. Instead, they pointed and laughed. And, and now you're the one who's helping them. Oh, how the tables have turned. That's why I say don't sleep on people. Don't sleep on them because you never know. You may be the one who needs them, the one person that you laughed at. And that's what's going on here, guys, because you're the gift with that Ace of Pentacles. Your creativity is allowing you to really branch out and see the world for what it is and people to see you for who you really are. And that people really did want to stab you in the back. Win at all costs, but you're still winning. You're still victorious, guys. Because, like I said, now these people are the ones who want to work with you. And you're saying no, and you're letting the tower fall. I told you, these people are very demonic. They want to come in very aggressive and be mean with you and think that they can, put you into some kind of submission, like you're just going to agree to disagree, and you're not. You're not. And this is why ancestors are moving you away from a situation, because it's full of narcissists who clearly are very codependent and who are drowning themselves, refusing to look at themselves. And you can't save anybody, so you're walking the fuck away from them and letting their tower fall, just like they did for you. And in doing that, ancestors are saying thank you, because you chose yourself this time around, and ancestors are bringing you in a whole new energy. Everything that you had taken from you, it's being replaced, because you're the fucking temperance angel, guys. These people need to come to terms with the fact that they can't fuck up your destiny. It's written in the fucking stars, and Archangel Michael said, go ahead, try. I told you, the person who's in this boat with you is Archangel Michael. So these people can come up against you with mean and rash, but you're just gonna give them exactly their energy right back. And they can say whatever they want, but you're a dark empath. You are not being a people pleaser. You did the work necessary in order to fucking bring in this energy. You are that energy. You did the work. People have an issue with it. They've been copying you. You're the trailblazer, guys. You really did work. You put your head down, you mind your business. Now these people are upset because you're the temperance angel ending fucking cycles all by your motherfucking self. As these people need crowds and groups, and somebody is feeling very depressed and very lonely without you. Let me tell you this. They got their head in their fucking hands, and they're depressed because they try to control you. A whole organization, a community, or this could even be a lover, an ex of some kind. Take it as it resonates. You took a leap of faith. You knew that in taking a leap of faith, everything that was in the dark was going to come to light. And sure enough, underneath this dark moon Lilith, boom, baby. I love retrogrades. And if you're wondering why shit's getting a little crazy, it's because there's about 6 planets that are in retrograde right now. So that's why I'm loving it. I'm loving it, guys. But it's also, we can feel the ascension symptoms because we've had these crazy solar flares, like crazy solar flares. This is why I got sick. You know, I'm so susceptible. So I got sick. I got really sick, especially because I was trying so much to get everything in order for my car. And, you know, it just, my immune system went completely down. And I felt it, felt everything. But I felt it, you know, I didn't run away from it. I felt it, you know, instead of drowning. But I feel a lot of people are drowning because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse for them. That's why somebody is in their head. You had ended a cycle of this woe is me, pity me. It's you know, it's everybody's fault but me. No, you took accountability and you said, you know what, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I need to do something different. And what that difference that you had to make is just start to eliminate people that have a title in your life and treat you like trash. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. You are the underdog, and the underdog is now on top. People are going to start really asking you for help. And it's time to take a new leap of faith. Okay? It's time to do something different. If you're not used to people, you know, being generous with you, get ready. Okay? Get ready. Because you're not in poverty anymore. Okay? It's time for you to claim everything that was taken from you. You did the work. You're the temperance angel. You're very balanced. You can balance something out. You're having a reconciliation within yourself. You tapped into your inner child. Somebody is very much in their feelings right now, and it's because they are a fucking love bomber, and you called it for what it was. And then they said that you were crazy, that there was something wrong with you. No, you were the generational curse breaker. You're the one who was doing the things that they should have. They had the opportunity to, and because they didn't, they're having a tower. But you let that tower fall. That tower allowed you to get out of this poverty energy. You seen people falling. You didn't help them. Just like they seen you falling, they didn't help you. See, the thing is they had the means. And that's why, look, I cut the deck again. That's why that tower is hitting, guys. It's because somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. They always did. A lot of people did. But like I said, when they see you have a purpose or a mission or a light, they're going to try to shut that out as much as they can. It's like, you know, excuse me, trigger warning. It's like the slaves. Okay, the slave owners, they used to beat the men and rape them because they seen that the men were becoming big and strong and that they didn't want them to overtake their community, right? So they beat them into submission. They raped them to make them feel like they were less of a person so that they wouldn't overtake the community. They wouldn't overtake and get people to run away. Somebody wanted you to be a slave because of your gifts, but you were always wish fulfillment. And now you're being really fucking smug about it too. Got your got your arms crossed. You're like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't play in the dark anymore. You fed yourself. You filled up your cup and you stood on motherfucking business. And a lot of people envy you because they seen that they can't use you. They were very jealous of you. They know they can't get anything from you. They know they can't juggle you. They got their tail between their legs. They feel embarrassed because they fumbled you because they were a player from the Himalaya. And like I said, this player tried to enroll somebody to be you, to have them study you and watch you and be you and work with them and train them to be you. Ah. Oh, you cut the head right off the fucking snake. Telling you, somebody did. They wanted to take from you and give somewhere else. This had something to do with your fourth house. Or the fact that you're a twin flame. Well, maybe you gave your fucking twin flame up because, well, they're a dog. You gave them back to the motherfucking streets. It is what it is. That ain't your dog no more. Somebody else's. And now they're having a rough time wherever the fuck they are. Let me tell you that. And you're moving to the beat of your own fucking drum. Very, 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 very much in love with life, while others are in love with you. Why? Because you were straight, solid, legit the whole motherfucking time, but because people wanted to group up against you and say that you were something you were not. People did, they thought of that. And look, now they're all up in their fucking head. They can't eat, they can't sleep because of that love you had. It's irreplaceable. That's why these motherfuckers don't want to fight with you anymore. They don't. They can't. Because the ether got your back. I told you, Archangel Michael ain't having this anymore, okay? So whatever was taken from you, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, it is all being given back. Cheers to that, guys. Remember, you did this work. You deserve this. You never deserved what was given to you. Okay, that disrespect, that alienation, that feeling like an orphan kind of energy. You didn't deserve that. But you only felt like this because of the powers that you had, the gifts. I told you, people tried to shut you up, tell you that you shouldn't be telling people what you see and feel. But it was only because they themselves were hiding so much. Look, you're going viral because you healed the ouch. You gave your heart. Even when people were trying to fucking silence you and break you and harden your heart, your spirit still shined authentically. And that's why you're going viral. That's why people know your name. That's why people love you. That's why people watch you or listen to you or whatever you got going on, guys. It's because of that heart. You're giving your heart. It says showing love, caring actions, selfless gestures. You have that selfless gesture. You're able to really go out into this world and show people that it's okay to have been through the worst life has to offer, but still come out on the other end shiny and clean. Viral, instant fame, going around quickly and gaining popularity. I'm telling you, your name is gaining popularity, okay? Your name is being voiced in rooms that you never been in. Oh, and somebody's mad at your popularity. They think that you are a magician, so you're manifesting this with dark entity, but the sun is right underneath there. So the reason why you got this kind of cups is because of source, the most high, the love that you have. Your family may be very upset with this, but it's your vibes and vibes don't lie. It says sensing something, unexplainable feeling, listening to their intuition. Yeah, your family knows that something's coming in for you. They just don't know what it is. Oh, it's a booty call. Um, somebody wants to be at your beck and call. It's giving me ancestors. I don't want to say that. Okay. It's giving me like simp energy. Okay. It's giving me simp energy. I'm gonna fucking say it. It's giving me simp energy. Somebody wants to buy you off. Okay. Somebody wants to pay for your affection, or somebody has tried to pay for somebody else's affection. Okay, this is the kind of energy that would leave their children for a man or a woman kind of energy, booty call, okay? This kind of energy has been working against you to try to get other people to see you as such. But you've been giving love, honestly, genuinely, and people have been seeing it. So whoever's in this booty call energy, this player-like energy, this group, this coven, this couple, whatever it is, they are being seen. And it's only because of the work that you chose to do and the work they chose to do. Like I said, whatever they chose to invest in is not working out and they're falling from grace. You have already fell from grace because of the company that you kept before. Hence the trials and errors. So this time around, you're not doing it. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor because you're not in reverse. That's the difference between the two. Somebody wanted to call you a booty call as if you were paying off people to keep company, or you're all about the sex and the money and stuff. And somebody's realizing that if that was the case, then wouldn't you be with somebody by now? People are people are mad because you give no fucks what they say. You're popping bubbles. Healing yourself and shit. No shame, guys. We're not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect. And you give no fucks about this booty call shit and people what they got to say. Says discarding, unfazed, unbothered, you're carefree. Exactly. This is why it's allowing you to change the cycle. The underdog is now on top, guys. You're letting people be where they are. You made that bed, you sleep in it kind of energy. And people are looking at you like you're smug, like you're arrogant, like you're hiding something. No, you just don't want them around because you graduated. Okay? You leveled up. You learned a lesson. You acquired the wisdom on this path. So you can no longer be fucked with. You're unfuckwittable. And people are upset because you're the no nonsense queen or king and you spilled motherfucking tea. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. You're revealing the secrets. The cat's out the bag, guys. Somebody was very untrustworthy. They tried to act like you were untrustworthy. Where? How? And that's why ancestors are like, yeah, it's the last fucking draw. The last draw was when this player from the Himalaya tried to coerce somebody to be you. Tried to train them to be you. Now, whatever they got going on, it's not working. They're no longer celebrating together. Why? Because you have already healed. Somebody can't win with you because they're not a warrior. They're not a real savage. They can't do what they need to do when they need to do it for the greater good of all. They can't do that. Then they can't. This is why you healed from these outdated belief systems. Somebody rejected you and now they're in their head, stuck with this pick me shot. It's the definition of a pick me. This is why you had a last draw, and so did the ancestors. You were overwhelmed. You had a breaking point. You have limits, and your boundaries were being tampered all over with. So what'd you do? You walked the fuck away. You walked away with your head held high, and somebody may be counting your pockets. Something about you going viral. People think you make all kinds of money. It's none of their business. Look, I just said this. Look, penny pinching. Somebody's counting your pockets because they're penny pinching. They fucking had more than you. They have more than you. They need to go sit the fuck down. It's just the fact that you're really good at what you do, huh? Says financial struggles, saving up and budgeting. Somebody's mad because you know how to deal. And somebody's reminiscing, missing someone, yearning. Somebody's yearning for you. Why? Because they're penny pinching. Oh, fucking bums. See, you hang out with fucking 5 bums, you become the next bum. Somebody became a bum and thought that you were gonna be the bum. Why? You eliminated yourself from the bums. See, you eliminated yourself from the spiritual narcissist. I told you. They love the seer until the seer sees them. You're continuously going on, moving on no matter what. You give no fucks, none whatsoever. You're completely discarding these people because somebody wanted to lay up with a fucking sneaky link, and now look, they don't want to lay up with that sneaky link no more. Because that sneaky link just took everything from them. That's why you gotta be careful, guys. There was a hidden lover, a low-key situationship, some kind of side piece. Somebody thought you had some kind of side piece. Yo, you may have some side friends that you don't tell nobody about, only because you know that people who like you end up getting all kinds of disrespect. It is what it is. So you're not fucking stupid. You're gonna be honest with yourself and with the people that you have around, and they're gonna understand that as well. Somebody wanted to lay up with you, but they got some kind of side piece. You don't deal with third parties. So ancestors are like, no, I don't think so. You're not even going to be able to see them. So this person, they can watch you, but they're never going to be able to see you. Why? Because they're not straight, solid, legit. It is what it is. Cuddle session, intimate moments, escaping the world. Yo, somebody escaped the world with a side piece, and now they want to break free from that. And well, you're just like, you're just not even phased. This person could reminisce all they want with this side piece, then they're reminiscing with you, but they're only reminiscing because they're penny pinching, and they remember when you were so kind and generous when they had nothing. And this time around, you know they have nothing and you're not helping them because they had an opportunity to help you when they had more and they said no. So it's not your responsibility. Not your responsibility at all. You already graduate. You give no fucks about this booty call. You gave your heart. You showed love. Now these people are watching you on social media and they can't stop watching you. Why? Because you're spilling the motherfucking tea on the whole crew. Bottom of the deck is spiritual guides because you're tapped into your spiritual guides. It says, how would you like to be more spiritually connected? Do you have any unresolved issues from the past? And what magical qualities would you like to possess? I'm telling you, a lot of people want to possess your magical qualities. Why? Because you're tapped right the fuck into Gaia. Listen, loud and clear. It says, respect the beauty of your body as you respect Mother Nature. That's the difference between you and this fucking pick me. Remain connected to nature. You are being protected. So when you protect yourself, the universe protects you. And that's exactly what happened. You protected yourself. You tapped into your spiritual guides. You knew you weren't alone. You know you didn't have these gifts for nothing. So you might as well put it to the test, right? So you're putting it to the test and you're taking everything back. I'm telling you, you're not retaliating. Oh, no, no, you're doing something completely fucking different. And look, colors and numbers. Somebody needs to pay attention to the motherfucking signs because the sign's been there all along. And you've been warning people for years. I've been on YouTube for 5 years. 3 on this channel, 2 on another. 5 years. I may not be big and like everybody else, but I don't want that. I want quality over quantity. I'm not here for the hype. I'm not here for the clout. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the numbers. I'm here because it's the message. And that's why a lot of the messages get blocked and blacklisted because they are real. And well, that's why I like to hide a lot of my friends because the disrespect is real too. When you're a light worker, a star seed, a light to this world, it brings a lot of hate. And we need to have thick motherfucking skin. And not everybody has that thick skin. So if you want to protect them, then it is what it is. And they need to understand that. So somebody understands. She's just protecting them. And somebody's trying to take you to fuck out. And you're like, oh, you want to play that game? Let's play. So let's get the big deck. Okay, let's get the juice, the juice, the juice. Because somebody's trying to take you out. And ancestors said, oh, the fuck you will. Somebody knows exactly what you know. And if not more. And somebody tried to bring you a lot of fucking injustice. So justice is balancing out the scales. Remember, the 3D law is not just, guys. It's not just. And just because you have a badge or a title doesn't mean that you have actual position or value. A lot of people be walking around with no motherfucking value. No coof, stealing. And well, it's bittersweet. They can't be doing that no more. Because the ancestors said they had the last straw. The collective energy has done the work necessary. You earned your stripes. And it's bittersweet to these people who can't come back into your life. These ex-friends, ex-family members, ex-lovers, whoever they are, co-workers, they can't come back. They try to take you out. It's facts. It's written all over in the cards. And this is why you will not let them come back into your life. Could be a Sagittarius, Temperance angel. Guys, somebody was very much in reverse and wanted to compete with you. This could be a man. This could be for a job. I don't know. At the end of the day, they got their tail between their fucking legs because their penis is small anyways. They're not a real man. I don't give a fuck what the fuck they say. And the bitch that they're with is even less of a bitch because they're a pick me bitch. Want to go up after a fucking girl because your man is in competition? The fuck out of here. Go take several seats, you little coward ass cunt. Because at the end of the day, the justice is there. You are in the upright. And if people have an issue with that, well, then they can come and say it to your fucking face because it's irrelevant if they say it behind your back. It's behind you for a reason. And these groups, these covens, these organizations, and this family are all going down because true love wins. They could be bitter all they want, but true love wins, and that's why they're bitter. They can say, oh, you don't have nothing to be jealous of, but a kind heart and a fucking beautiful smile is enough to put this bitch right in her motherfucking spot. Whether they're a male or a female or a whole group of fucking mixed people, it doesn't matter. They're all bittersweet because love wins every fucking time, and you're tapped into the collective's energy. And you spill the tea because you're very guided. You guide the collective energy to swerve away from these motherfucking shenanigans. And they're all up in their feelings because you are the real deal Holyfield, and your motherfucking energy hits different. It hits different, guys. These people, they wanted to fucking play mind games with you. And you're protected. They ain't got no fucking protection because of these mind games. They need to understand that. And because you chose not to play mind games and be straight, solid, legit, call it out when it happened, hold no resentment and not retaliate, you're protected. As above, so below, guys. You are the Inca. And you have a divine love coming in, one that is not going to be ripped apart by other people's opinions. 2525 on my clock. Somebody is upset because the mind games are being backfired. It could be a Sagittarius who's a little bit salty because you called them a bitch, because they are. And the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Everything they took from you is being returned back because you moved the fuck on. You did for you. Congratulations. Now let them do for them. Okay? Ancestors, let's get the bigger deck. Yeah, somebody's fucking terrified of you. Scared of you. They have every fucking right to be scared of you because they're catfish. They are nothing of what they said they were. Somebody actually used you to get them some kind of contract. Like, oh, someone is a real bitch. And then they tried to eliminate you after they got the contract. Catfish. You're calling it for what it is. Somebody's salty because they said a lot of shit about you and you're still doing better. No, because it's self-love, guys. It's all self-love. How the fuck you don't love yourself if you're hating on another person, trying to put them down, especially if you know they have children to feed. These motherfuckers don't even take care of their own fucking children. They got a lot to say about you. Telling you, somebody wanted to play mind games with you to catfish you so they can get in some kind of marriage. They may have gotten a marriage. Listen, that's not what you wanted. You didn't get that marriage because it wasn't for you. But something's coming in that is just for you, and these people are salty because they can't fuck you over and they can't get in the mind of whoever you're gonna be in a relationship with. Okay? It's too protected. They're bittersweet because you're too fucking dangerous. They regret playing with you. Says they regret choosing you as an enemy. Now they gotta watch out. They were two-faced, all up in your face, playing in your face whole time, want to take your place. All these secrets, they're being seen. You are fucking untouchable and irreplaceable. And now they're all upset because something happened in the summer. Somebody really slept on you. They said you couldn't grow shit, ain't gonna be shit. And well, I guess they weren't paying attention very much because you got a beautiful heart, and that beautiful heart is gonna be able to ex- excel you very far. And you're not taking any of these cowards with you. And somebody wanted to say that you were sexually active and you're just a booty call, and that's why you give no fucks because you got so much things hiding. You graduated from other people's opinions. You never needed their applause. And you're not having sex, which makes you a very, very dangerous creature because you choose the life that you have. So if you want to be with somebody, you can. But if you don't, you can do that too. It's free will, motherfucker. And somebody is mad because you are in this spring energy. It is you're not in this depression phase. Like you are in this spring energy. Like it is reaping season. It is harvest season. And your past life, whew, they're learning lessons. Especially a soulmate, guys, who is very fucking obsessed with you and your motherfucking victory. Somebody's talking to the moon about you. They want a second chance. It's not gonna fucking happen. They need to get to understand why you got the enlightenment and walked away from a twin flame. They need to understand why they did it, why you did this, and why you're refusing to go back to this. You had a soul ascension. You didn't need another person to do that. You alchemized the energy. You are very powerful, and you're taking everything back that was taken from you. I'm telling you, these people, they love a seer until the seer sees them. Keep going anyways, guys. These haters, they're envious of you because your beautiful heart and you're going viral and you won't lay up with them. Like, seriously? Seriously? They tried to end your love life. Why? You wouldn't trust these people? Oh, they're mad because you won't let them into your life because you don't trust them. Well, ancestors, let's get the last closing message for my beautiful starseed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine. I hope this reading has been helpful to you. I am gonna put them into 2 readings. You'll see it when it happens, guys. It says weight of the world. You carry that weight of the world really well. Like I said, you don't look like what you've been through. So a lot of people really sucked on you. Weight of the world, guys. It says boundaries. Letting go, it's not yours to carry. Thank you, ancestors, for clarifying this whole reading. It's not yours to carry, guys. You're leaving people where they are. You're not um you're not feeding into people who can't feed into themselves or others. Okay? Says you don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and blogging down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask. In these changing times, it's hard to not feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on the problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you're doing it is unlikely sustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off from the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so that you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting news and reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to nurturing practices such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercises in nature. Once your state of grace is and your inner well-being is full, you can face the day and the state of the world and care for others. At the end, at the day's end, take an energetic shower to empty out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up the next morning if you choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Starseed Soul Inquiry, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? It's time to give it to the ocean. Time to give it to the water. Okay? Give it up. What is in yours that you're carrying? It's time to let it go. Set those boundaries. If people have an issue with your boundaries, it's because they're taking advantage of you. Okay? You need to understand that. You need to, psychology. Psychology back in the 1870s, it wasn't what it is today. Psychology, in the word psychology, is actually studying of the soul. That's what psychology means, a studying of the soul. But it switched in like the 1980s or something, 1880s or 1860s, something like that. Don't quote me, but So it's time to study your soul, you, so that this way you know yourself better and you can swerve away from these people who are trying to end what you love. It speaks for itself. Anybody who's trying to end something that you love, it speaks for itself. They're evil and they don't deserve a place in your heart. They're just a hater. Okay? And misery loves company, guys. They're all upset because you enjoy your company. You're good company. Why would you not enjoy your company alone? They're not good company. You're not going to enjoy their company. They have no value. Number 23 is a 3. Number 21 is a 3. You have mind, body, and soul. You have protection. You are connected. Number 21, it says the guardian stone. The stone guardian, excuse me. Support, faith, and vulnerability. Each of us is a child of someone. As adults, however successful, important, or busy we are, from time to time, everyone needs support, guidance, and protection. Somebody should have gave that to you, but they didn't. A lot of people didn't. So you gave that to yourself and asked your guardians for the protection, for the love, and they gave it to you. You were never alone. You are never alone. Ask for help and reclaim back what was yours, which you worked so hard for. Says this card suggests there's a sense of vulnerability about you. It is important to know that your spiritual guides are never far away. And even though these higher beings are not physical, you are never alone, and they stand beside you to support your every move and decision. Do not confuse faith with religion. Rather, faith is having the strength to believe that there is a force greater than ourselves ready to help us through difficult periods. Your protector may be an earthbound angel. Therefore, do not be afraid to talk to someone close. If you need advice, it may be a friend or a relative. You will be surprised at where support comes from at this time. Reach out. Ask the ancestors for a friend, for support, for some guidance. They will bring it. Okay? But you need to remember that your heart will bring in a lot of copycats who are scared of you. So they're going to really gang up against you because they love the seer until the seer sees them. Because they're a catfish. They're fake. So you move on from the haters. And you have a father here. Okay, this could be a mentor, this could be masculine, feminine kind of energy, emperor, empress. They're single. As above, so below. Somebody's been watching you, stalking you, seeing your wishes coming true, but they've been trying to wish you were stuck. Somebody's been watching you and watching a lot of other people wishing you were stuck. They are all getting burnt by the sun because there's no more cards being shown. God Creator Source is having an ego death to all these haters because you're single, you're self-sufficient, you're doing this dolo solo with self-love, and somebody has been watching you. A lot of people have. They have a position for you, but they're scared because they know that if they support you, then they will get some kind of disrespect. But they don't care. As above, so below. Somebody is just like you. Somebody's going through major bad karma while you're going through good karma because they tried to keep you stuck. They wished you were stuck. This is the mind games. They tried to pretend like they were for you. They loved you, but they didn't really, did they? Yeah. You will be surprised where the support comes from at this time. You're getting ready for this, okay? You don't even have to get ready. You're already ready. This is what's beautiful about it. So let's get one message from the animal oracle, and then we'll close the reading with the hip hop queens for the last closing advice. Okay, ancestors, pocket animal oracle. and it is the bear. Okay? You're tapping into this bear energy, the mother bear, father bear. You're very much a homemaker. You know, you love your position. You love what you do for others, but you will not be taken advantage of this time around. And somebody wanted to, poke the bear, and the bear mauled them. Boneheads. Boneheads. None they're like playing victim. Like you should know better than to fucking go and tease a bear and bully a bear. Like dumbass, somebody got bitch smacked by a fucking grizzly bear. Their face just got knocked right the fuck off. And they really thought you weren't gonna do nothing because you're so cute and cuddly and all about your family and shit. Well, you may have just bitch smacked your fucking family back into I don't know wherever the fuck they thought you were. It says walking waking from spiritual slumber and in beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and efforts are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move forward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual at the risk of a new direction and personal transformation. The initial weeks and months of this spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes and warm of spring emerges and your transformation begins. As I said, guys, as others are going into this transformation, this hibernation mode, you're just coming the fuck out. Different vibe. When in balance, inner strength and yearning to grow. When out of balance, withdrawals and legacy and heaviness. Withdrawals, legacy, and heaviness. To bring into balance movement and exercise. Somebody's been a lazy daisy and they withdraw their legacy and it's feeling heavy because they refuse to yearn to grow and tap into their own inner worth. Do the psychology, right? Tap into their soul, study their soul. I don't know. Someone's mad because you are tapped the fucking. You know a lot about things you do not talk about. So let's get the last advice message from my beautiful collective with the hip hop queens. What is the last advice? Wow. You have Beyonce with love. Yeah, you are loved, guys. A lot of people love you. Maybe they're actually scared of you. That's why they love you so much. And it's because of your resistance. It's because of your resistance. They know that they can't fight you, beat you. There's nothing there. So we're just going to take these two, guys, love and resilience. Resistance. You might be resisting to love. It's time to get out of that. It's time to understand like you don't have to be by yourself. You you deserve to be with people who respect you, love you, and maybe a different vibe for you. Having somebody who's generous, but hey, you deserve this. You've been very generous and you've banked a lot of blessings. So allow it to come in, okay? Says refusal, pushback, regret, blockage, and opening. Okay, there could have been blockages, a lot of regret, a lot of pushback, a lot of refusal, but now it's opening. Okay, it says, you have a spark in you, but you may be feeling like that power is a little lost. There is an invisible barrier between where you are now and where you long to be. Like Sparky, you have to choose you. And while that's a tough decision for anyone with a beating heart. That doesn't mean you should accept less than what you deserve. Make a list of things that you feel may be stopping you from your end goal. Resist the urge to talk down to yourself, but rather approach these roadblocks with grace and understanding. You'll have a breakthrough soon enough. And then love with Beyonce. Okay? And the love. It's romance, compassion, self love, love for others, and love for life. I told you, you love life and life loves you right back. The Beyonce card suggests that it is time to explore the depths of love more intimately. It's time to, you may question whether you have enough love in your life. At others, you may feel these undeserving of this abundance. Whichever end of the spectrum you're feeling most accurately, the Beyonce card encourages you to think beyond romance and partnership. Your career and your hobbies, your friends, your children's, and yes, your romantic partners can be a source of love. And you may be wondering how you can take that love to the top with one, some, or all of the above. Turn your gaze inwards and tap into the positive force field of love as you identify what's missing and remove the boundaries between physical and spiritual love. Beyonce is here to show you that opportunities to love more are limitless. We all have the same hours in a day as Queen Bee has. I love you guys. Mic drop. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're looking for some new gems. Go check out otterspirit, okay, guys.com. The description bar. In the description bar, everything will be there. QR codes for the 20 and 30% off. Remember, they're a small business, so they care, just like me. And every dollar that you purchase, um, every dollar goes back to helping the Otter Wildlife Foundation in California. Okay, the otters were extinct, but because of beautiful companies like otterspirit.com, they have been recovering, and that means everything, guys. So please purchase with a purpose. I love yous. Thank yous very much. If you're feeling generous and want to donate, all the information is in the description bar. I do not expect any money, but like, comment, subscribe. It is a free energetic donation. Okay. I will see yous on the next one. I hope this resonates. I hope this gave you some beautiful advice. Keep choosing you. You got this. Okay. Remember, they love the seer until the seer sees them. Keep going, guys. Bye.